So, this is probably going to be the first full-scale podcast that we upload to the YouTube. You might have seen clips here and there from trials of first podcasts that we've tried to do, but I think this is going to be the first one that we post like as the full thing.
This is it.
Yeah, because we've got the mics, as you can see. The camera quality is looking a bit better, the light and the natural daylight actually, because the clocks have went back.
Have they?
Yeah. They went back. When did they go back?
I don't know.
Oh, you in here. You in here.
Well,
You need to put your clock forward still. No. It was when you went home for the weekend. That's when the clocks went. Did they go forward or did they go back? Oh no, they went forward, and I'll tell you why, because I made a silly joke.
Oh.
I had my phone because I was in the club with my friends, and I think at 1 o'clock it turned.
Yeah.
Like it went forward an hour, or at 2 o'clock, either one. And I knew it was happening. So I said to my friend, I was pulling mates and I went, time flies when you're having fun. And then I had my phone and it skipped an hour. And I said, guys, we should probably stop having fun now. And that's how I remember that the clock's went forward. Yeah. It's weird how that happens, isn't it? Is it a different date every year as well? It's like Easter. That's weird. No, Easter's not weird, but like, surely there was a date when Jesus rose from the dead.
All right, there's many things there. There's why do the clocks go back? There's when did Jesus come back? And there's I'm still not over your joke.
Welcome to the first episode, guys.
Welcome.
All right, so the joke.
Look,
why aren't you over? What's wrong with it?
Maybe it was the delivery. It was probably
I
better
delivered it. I delivered it exactly how I delivered it.
Well, then I think you could have done so much.
How?
Better. Look, maybe it's a magician's point of view. Maybe it's the magician's point of view.
How would you? All right, you tell me the joke. You tell me my joke back.
Well, no,
my own joke.
Maybe it's.
No. You said that. I want to hear it.
No.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
I don't want to revisit that.
I just want to hear. I want you to tell me my joke. I've just told you that you didn't laugh. You didn't laugh. You said it was delivery. So
no. Because I couldn't say I could deliver it better.
No, you've got to try now. It's on camera. Don't be a shithouse. Don't be a shithouse.
I said I'd take it from a magic point of view.
Tell me the joke.
No.
No, go on. Because then they can decide who said it better.
Well, so the joke was,
time flies when
you're having fun,
and then it goes forward an hour.
It goes forward, and then
guys, we should probably stop having fun now.
Why was there an American accent? That's the bit. That's the delivery.
It's meant to be cringe. It's meant to be like it's not meant to be like ha ha ha. That's hilarious. It's meant to be like, but like funny. Go on. Let's.
All I'm saying is it could have been cringe without the intentional cringe. It's still cringe.
That makes it funny though.
But it's still cringe as is. And
I just think I'm too funny and you're jealous because you won't even say the joke back. So you're terrified of comedy. That's what you are.
I'm not jealous. Look at my mug.
Do you want to explain actually? Because obviously Gromit's back. He's a trusty part of our set.
Icon.
But you as we were saying, you went home for the weekend, right? So Billy, you've been living in Liverpool now for a year, right?
I think over a year now.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Just before we get into it, how's your first year in Liverpool been?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it. I've been more reclusive, like my usual self. But I think in the last couple of months, last half year or maybe, getting out, seeing more of the city, and it's fucking gorgeous. I love it.
What are some of your favourite things about the city then?
Genuinely, the architecture.
Right, to be fair, I'll give us that. Have you seen Radio City Tower?
How could you miss it?
Right, exactly. Do you know that's the 8th wonder in the world?
Yeah. Why the tower though?
It used to be a restaurant.
Is it not still?
No. No, it's
not. That's such a great restaurant.
No, it's a radio station. I don't know whether it was a radio station and the restaurant at the same time, but
I think the Eiffel Tower, I think, did the opposite. It started off as like the top of the Eiffel Tower was an office for so-and-so Eiffel, the guy that designed it. But I think...
oh my God, wait. Is the Eiffel Tower named after the guy who named it?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who built it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Designed it. Yeah.
So there's a guy called Eiffel?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I can't remember his first name. I'm sure he was French, and I can pronounce his name even if I knew it. But
Eiffel. Second name Tower.
You go to friends and go, oh, look, it's the Eiffel Tower. I don't think they keep you very long.
Maybe not.
But I think I think at some point in its life, it started off as an office for the architect, and then it became a radio station, possibly during the war. I might be making that up entirely. That might just be entirely made up. And I think now it's maybe a restaurant, but I also feel like I might just be making up facts now.
I think the Eiffel Tower is a bit of a crap monument, to be honest.
Do you think?
Like, I just think it's a bit mid.
Well,
I just think like it's more like it's all right. It's just a bit. It's just a few metal poles whacked together. That's really tall.
Consider it was never meant to be a permanent landmark.
Was it not?
No. Oh. So it was originally meant to be the entryway to the World's Fair of the year, being hosted by Paris.
Oh.
So now it's not a monument. Now it's a gateway. Oh. That's what the Eiffel Tower is. It's the entrance to.
It was.
Now and then think about it. They've gone, we were only meant to keep it a little while. We'll keep it a little bit longer. And we've still got it. That's kind of cool.
That is cool. I give them.
The other wonders of the world, they were built to last. That one, we put up and we went, that's cool.
That's cool. We'll keep
Let's keep it.
Yeah. Shame the French have got it. If there's any French viewers watching, I'm joking. Mm-hmm. I've never been to France, actually.
Have you not?
No, I don't know. France seems like such a particular country to me. Like,
I think it might be.
Like, I feel like it's got such like its own vibe that I don't think I vibe with.
Well, I think from what I know about like kind of French culture, it's quite curated, like in the sense of the official words in the English language are added based on whatever's used. Right, a few years ago, where brain rot was added. Right. So
well, didn't you say that what is it, the French language or the English language is either one?
Well, yeah,
together or something.
The English language has a huge amount of French in it.
That was it. Yeah.
In terms of the influences where we get a lot of our words from, but that's kind of the point. Is we've taken loads and loads of words from the French, but the French are very, very curated. I'm pretty sure they have a government like organization. I think the state. I think.
I hope they got a government.
Well, I think within it, they choose which words are added to the dictionary. They curate the French language so that they don't get new sort of words that aren't sort of expected or kind of come from strange places.
Rogue words.
Exactly. Yeah. We get loads of them. We keep adding them because we add loads of languages and exactly. Yeah. I bet that'll be in the language. It'll be in the
Sahar.
There was I listened to a whole podcast about how words enter our language. It's really, really interesting. But I'm pretty sure it works differently in France, and I think that adds to its curated feel. You know, it feels like everything's quite planned and proper. Although that being said, I don't know too much about the French world, but I'm sure I'm wrong.
Maybe we'll go to France one day, Billy. Maybe we'll just go France and just see what's happening.
I think
see what they're all up to in there.
Yeah,
we'll go see the gates.
We'll
go see the gates. Yeah. There we go. Yeah,
of Monsieur Eiffel. And then we'll be immediately kicked out of France.
Croissants are boss as well.
They absolutely are.
Do you know what? I never went most of my life without ever touching a croissant. Right? It wasn't until fairly recently I tried it. They're not bad, you know.
Really? Not till recently you tried to...
Yeah. Well, about 2 years ago maybe. But...
See, I stopped myself. See, I say a croissant.
Croissant?
Yeah. I don't say... What do you say?
Croissant.
Do you say the croissant?
Well, that's how it's spelled.
I know, but it's French. And sometimes... I don't mean like, I need to pronounce... It's just it feels like if I see a French word, you got to kind of say it differently. I've always just heard croissant.
I just think I think it takes too long.
The thing is, I don't even say it like with a French accent. It's like French anglicized. It's croissant.
It sounds awful when you say it.
But there's
croissant.
Croissant.
Do you want a croissant?
It's a croissant.
Well, that's why I say croissant. What do I say? Croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant. Oh, now it doesn't feel like a word anymore. Now you made it not sound like a word.
And you know what that's called?
No.
Semantic satiation.
Semantic satiation.
Coach Beard says it. It's when you say a word so much that it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Yeah, it's weird.
Semantic
Satiation. I feel like they could have named that something better.
Well,
even that's hard to say.
Well, maybe that's the point.
But if that is the point, I think there's harder words that they could have used to say.
But it's not about how hard the word is to say. It's about how quickly it takes for it not to really sound like a word anymore. Semantic satiation already kind of feels a bit...
Semantic satiation? No, I think they could have named that better. I don't know.
Well, you know about the name for the phobia or the fear of long words, right?
Yeah. I don't know the word, but I know it's a word.
Hippopotamonstrosis quipedalophobia.
What'd you call me?
Well, you don't have it then, right?
No, clearly not.
That's a good test, I guess.
That one's stupid.
Yeah.
The fear of long words.
I feel like
is a long word.
It's probably
that's quite funny though, actually.
Either it's like something that doesn't really exist and is like a theoretical condition, or it's something that exists that's so rare that it doesn't really matter what it's called because there's probably like no one's ever actually going to hit that treatment. That's my theories. I don't know though. I have no idea. It's still funny.
Anyway, so back to what you like in Liverpool. So the architecture you're liking.
Loving it.
You've Castle Street, right? You like a bit of Castle Street. You like seeing some of the historical monument. You know, you're a history kind of guy. So
I love the history.
You're in a good city for it. But so you like the monuments and the architecture. What else is tickling your fancy? That was both your bollocks, by the way. I don't know why they're so big.
Genuinely, and this feels really silly, I love being able to just walk across to wherever in the city, like in the sort of main part of town.
Do you mean like how everything's kind of in one place? Like it's still like the city centre, but like you can get from A to B.
Yeah, you can walk across it in like half an hour, 45 minutes. You can
London, you can't.
No way.
Most cities actually is.
There's not a lot that you could get to like a kind of bigger area of it, but like. And I guess, there's loads more of Liverpool to explore outside that.
Yeah, but like the city centre, though. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've never actually really thought about that, to be honest.
Well,
like,
I come from...
Being from here, it's just kind of, it's always been like that. So I've never really appreciated that, I guess.
No perspective.
Yeah. Until I went to London. I lived in London and I was like, wow, I've got to get the tube to get to a different shop.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Imagine that. Imagine being in the city centre and going, I need to get to... the Lego shop, but it's ages away. Yeah, that is interesting actually. Yeah.
And
how you finding Bootle?
I really like Bootle actually. Yeah, it's lovely.
It's not bad, is it? You know,
it just feels really like it feels really grounded here. Like
it's like a little community, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone feels like a local. Which is really nice.
Everyone seems sound.
I'm really reclusive anyway, so it's not like I get out a huge amount. But it's always nice when I go out. It's never like I don't want to go out because of what I find there. It's more other stuff. Yeah. Has
there been anything that's like shocked you about living in Liverpool, or anything that like Scousers do that you're like, this is mad, or I don't know? Is there anything to do with our culture, anything like that? Or I mean, a big one for you probably is like salt and pepper everything.
Oh man, there's just salt and pepper just. Ah, man.
Salt and pepper just makes everything taste nicer.
I don't understand why it isn't a thing down south.
Because it's so good, right?
It's on the menus, I'm sure. I've just never noticed it, and people don't point it out. It's not like a cultural thing. Here, salt and pepper.
Well,
it's always the way.
The worst was when I did live in London for 3 years.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your chippies? Chippies, are you a boss? Quite literally, we were that passionate about how crap the chippies were in London. Upstairs, Chippy RB is quite literally nicknamed over chippies because there was no chippies in London. Like he was that passionate about it. He got a nickname from it from the Southerners. Why not? Like, why don't you have chippies where you can just get everything? Like, you go that chippy down the road, you get whatever you want. You can get anything. You can get fish. You can get fried rice, salt and pepper chip. Like, whereas in the chippies in London, it's chip shops. It's like traditional English, and I'm like, I'm boring.
I'm kind of from that sort of region though, or not London region, but that region of like Well, Greek Cypriot. We've always had like there's loads of fish and chip shops in the family, so I've always sort of. I went to visit my godfathers with my granddad when I was a kid.
And is it just fish and chips, like traditional?
Like, because a lot of
tell them what to do.
I know
the businesses will soar through the fucking roof.
Well, I think it's because you've got a way more multicultural sort of influence here,
That's
right?
true.
Liverpool's a melting pot of all sorts of people, whereas down south, not so much. Not until more recently, where sort of things are starting to change a bit, but it's very different down south.
2008, we were named the capital of culture.
Hell yeah.
And Liverpool has the oldest Chinese community in Europe.
Europe?
Well, I was like, well, apart from China. That's not, but yeah, has the oldest Chinese community in Europe with Chinese seamen, as in like sailors now. Getting here around like, I think it was like the 1800s, maybe even earlier.
Wow.
It was in the play. It was at the end of our street. That I was trying to recite the line just then. And I couldn't remember it. I got up to Chinese seamen, as in sailors, not. that was a line. And I couldn't remember the most important part of the line. Well, kind of, you know. But yeah, that's a genuine thing. So that's probably a huge thing. Why as well. And also, I know that in Ireland, like salt and pepper and spice bags and stuff like that is huge over there. And we have a huge Irish heritage here as well. So
massive.
Weirdly, or is that a case of has that then went to Ireland from us? Like, is that?
It's probably a back and forth for a lot of it, right?
I never thought about that.
Because I think I was, as I'm sure a lot of people are fascinated, the Scouse sort of accent, right?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong if you know otherwise, but as far as I know, it's sort of influences from Dublin.
Yes.
A lot coming over and mixing back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool because knowing that, you can go and listen to sort of the Dublin accent. And you're like, I kind of see it. Like, it's distinct, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
Liverpool, it's all sorts of different people coming from all sorts of different places, doing all sorts of crazy things, which is really, really fun.
It is. It's really, and you know what? I think Scousers love meeting non-Scousers. Like if we're in Liverpool and someone comes up to you and is like, you know, I'm here for the weekend. Have you got any recommendations? We love that. We love it. We love introducing people and showing people our culture and showing them things. Like remember the first day I went and met you, like when you moved here, kind of thing, because we didn't live together then. Obviously. But yeah, when we first met up, we went for a coffee, and I was like, I can't wait to show you all the. What was the first thing I shown you, Billy? What's the best monument in Liverpool?
I can't remember the name.
Come on.
No,
you can piece it together yourself. What do you think it's called?
Was it which was it? Which queen was it?
Just the Queen.
Just the Queen.
It's Queen Victoria. But,
Queen Victoria.
Yeah, but we just say the Queen.
No, because I'm getting it wrong. Go on.
No.
No.
Well, this is see if you've learned. I can correct you. I have faith in you. What do you think it's called, Billy?
I can't remember a lot at all. I can't even remember the reason why.
Yeah.
But what sticks in my head, and I might be tragically wrong. Did you show me the Queen's bollocks?
Close.
No.
You don't see the bollocks.
Don't see the bollocks?
But you do see the Queen's knob. You see the Queen's knob. So for context, for anyone who hasn't been to Liverpool or anything like that, we've got a statue of Queen Victoria outside the court, right? And, you know, great monument, always been there, whatever, right? Now, the special thing about this monument is it's the most famous one in Liverpool for one very specific reason. If you look at it from the side, and she's holding like this staff thing, but if you look at it from the side, it looks like she's got a knob. That's it. It just looks like she's got a knob, so it's the Queen's knob. So here's a picture of it, wherever it may be on the screen. That's the Queen's knob. So if you ever come to Liverpool, please go and look at the Queen's knob, because
take it in.
Really. What did you think of it when you first saw it?
It was majestic.
She's packing heat as well.
Oh yeah,
it's not hard to see. I'll put it that way.
It's royal,
regal. Yeah. The royal bollocks. Royal bullhead. We'll go with that.
Let's not go down this rabbit.
No. Right. So, did you have something?
Yes.
You wanted to bring?
So we're talking about. Well, Lee, what did we watch yesterday? What, among many things?
We started watching a couple of things. So we started watching Attack on Titan, which is great.
Never watched it before, have we?
No, I'd never seen it before. Know nothing about it. We got 4 episodes in. I think
we got to like the end of second part of the second.
Part
of the first season.
I think it was like I think it was episode 4 or 5. Basically, the last thing we saw was Aaron about to like fight one of the Titans, and it stops. But amazing show. Then we were kind of, it was quite intense. So we were kind of like, right, we'll step away for a bit. Then we watched the Thunderbolts.
We did,
which you haven't seen.
I hadn't. I really enjoyed it, actually.
Thoughts, reactions on Thunderbolts?
Well, that's actually where my news comes from.
Oh, cool.
But my thoughts generally, I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. It was kind of a nice, it felt like an actual movie, you know, it less so like a Marvel movie, if that makes any sense.
100%, I completely agree.
It was nice sort of breath of fresh air, you know.
Good characters as well, I think.
Great
and the
characters.
chemistry between them was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I went into, when I first watched Thunderbolts, I went in thinking like, it'll be okay. I'm not expecting much from it. I went out and I was like, I'm really excited to see these characters again.
I kind of went in the opposite because since Thunderbolts had come out, it's kind of been a little bit lauded as kind of pretty good considering all of the other stuff we've had recently. So I went in with a little bit of a higher bar than expected, but it's still past that, which was nice. But we were talking about Sentry. I enjoyed Sentry and things like that. And you were saying about Stephen Yeun.
Yes, Stephen Yeun.
Almost got cast, right?
Yeah. Which is really funny because if you rewatch Thunderbolts now, just imagine that Stephen Yeun is meant to be Sentry, and look how many times Bob or Sentry says the word invincible. Says, I'm invincible, I'm this, and I'm like, that would have been really funny. Actually,
that would have been really. That would have been such a meta joke.
I feel like I do feel like it maybe would have took me out of it a little bit though.
Maybe
ever
once,
so slightly.
Throw it in once as a funny.
Yeah, once is fair, but like he kept saying it.
But
so
I think if he was cast, they probably would have had to tone it down.
Maybe I hope
they would have
noticed
noticed it.
Although I do think he would have done a great job in that.
I think so. Yeah,
but I am happy with I think his name's Lewis Pullman, the guy who
Lewis Pullman.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was great.
And I was saying, I think Bob and John Walker were my favourite characters in that.
I like John Walker a lot. I said this when we watched it. I like John Walker a lot more than when I watched.
I think everyone does. Yeah, he's a completely different character. Completely different.
Really felt like it.
Completely different writers and everything. Like he was so much more fun. Yeah.
Like
he was still a bit of a dick, but like
but he was like
in a fun way, in a good way, in a way that you could be like, like. I think because the movie itself is very kind of like they're all quite self-inflicted on themselves in the group, you know. So like. Even when they are a dick, you're kind of like, but like, he's about to die in a vault. Like, I'd be a dick as well.
They're quite self-aware of it.
Exactly. So, and they all give it to each other, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
It's not just like, he's the the bad egg in the group. Yeah. They're all just, which is
it was nice.
But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Well, no. It's
what
good.
you found?
It's not even a find. It's more an interesting talking point, I think. I was reading in a random interview talking about that casting, and they were saying that Stephen Yeun, couldn't make it because of scheduling conflicts. Yep. But was still really like keen to work with Marvel or stage amicable or whatever. Yeah. So like it hasn't left on bad grounds or anything like that. And the guy that was interviewing specifically was saying, I'd like to get all sorts of new people in. And it implied that he was the one that was in charge of the new sort of X-Men direction that we're going. Without any more, that was when the article ended and anything like that. It wasn't even like a hint to anything. It's more so. My question is, where do you think Stephen Yeun might fit within the X-Men universe? Oh,
that's tough.
Right?
That's really tough because the X-Men, look, the X-Men, what's beautiful about the X-Men is they're from all over the world. Yeah. Like, they're from everywhere kind of thing. Yeah. So, that's interesting. But Stephen Yeun, I don't know.
Bearing in mind that they also kind of implied that they wanted to take it in a bit of a new sort of direction with the X-Men. So it doesn't have to be characters we're necessarily familiar with.
Yeah, well, it would probably be mainstream.
I mean, think about it. Wolverine was pretty unknown before he popped off.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I don't think he'd be a good Gambit. I don't think he's
got too much energy, I think.
Yeah.
In a different kind of way.
I think... is it Sunspot? I think he's too young of a character. You know who he might be good at, actually? I think Stephen Yeun could make a good Morph. You want a Morph?
Morph? No,
he's very similar to Mystique.
Right.
Kind of.
Shapeshift.
Yeah, shapeshift in general. Yeah. But like, he's got that playful kind of energy. Like if you, in X-Men 97, he's great. He's really fun. And he's just kind of, he's playing around. And I don't know. I think Stephen Yeun's got that kind of calm, like, charm to him. I think he'd be quite a good Morph, actually. If not Morph, I think he could be a good Iceman.
Would be quite fun.
I think Stephen Yeun could pull off an Iceman, like a good Iceman, because Iceman's quite a tough character to play, I think.
And also, one thing that I think we all kind of want to see if they do introduce Iceman is Omega level.
Well, he's an Omega level.
We always forget.
Yeah.
He's up there with the greats. We
That's
don't
why
get a chance to see it often.
And that's why I think it would be such a challenge for an actor to take on that role. Now, Stephen Yeun, his voice acting in Invincible alone is phenomenal. Can he do that on screen? I mean, he was great in The Walking Dead. He's been in other things that I haven't seen, but I know he's a great actor. I think Iceman might be a little bit of a push, but I think he could give it a good go.
Yeah.
I think he could give it a good go. I'd say my answer is either Morph or Iceman.
More for Iceman.
Yeah, that's what I'd see Stephen Yeun for.
Yeah.
What about you? Is any come to mind for Stephen Yeun?
Well, not so much, because you're very much more. I never really grew up so much with X-Men.
Yeah.
Or never with that much of a broad spectrum of characters with X-Men.
Yeah.
You know, I knew the classics. I also distinctly remember watching more like Wolverine little clips, like animations, you know, and things like that. But yeah, I never really like dove into like the cast of characters you've got available. There's so many.
So many X-Men, man.
And I think that will probably be where they have the fun with the reboot of
I hope
X-Men.
so.
I hope so. Because I almost hope we only see maybe a couple of characters we know as X-Men.
Same.
I hope we get the less adult version of the boys, where the boys have taken all of these really creative powers and they've made them very realistic and adult and very like whatever. But like the creativity the boys has with their powers
I see what you mean. I want
very much
more,
more,
that's something I'd want to see more of. I want to see the first X-Men movie that we get. I want to see them as kids. I want to see them as kids with powers. And it's like I think the first X-Men movie shouldn't be like big massive team up going to fight Magneto. It shouldn't be that. No. I think what it should be is the first kind of case of Professor Xavier. He's got all these kids together, you know, and he's like, I want to make something out of them. And it's actually his first challenge of, I need to take these from being kids into young adults that want to learn and grow with the powers and understand like what they've got to do. Because I think that then would like, imagine a scene of like a house party, Gen V style, in the X-Mansion. Yeah. Of all these X-Men using the powers for different things, for party reasons or whatever. I think that'd be great. And I think they could have so much fun with that. So much fun with it.
We got a little bit of that. I guess a taste of that in First Class.
Yeah, but nothing. That's nothing compared to what I'd want. I'd want like imagine a scene where like, oh, Xavier's out for the night, you know, and they have this party and then he comes back early and you just see like how powerful he is and he could just stop the party like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see them be kids and mature into the superheroes that we know and love. Because I think that we haven't seen that. We haven't. We've saw those like young adults kind of thing, but I want to see them young. I want to grow up with the characters. Similar to what you said about Harry Potter the other day about it's so unique and so like what's the word, like so special of Harry Potter. Like there's never been a project of like Harry Potter where you cast these young actors and we quite literally, well, I'm not a Harry Potter fan really, but like we grew up with the characters and like have saw these characters as kids to now, the last film, they're adults. Stranger Things kind of similar, but too long of gaps, I think, to have the same effect, if that makes sense. But I want that. I want, that's what I want. And I also, last thing, I've rambled a lot here. I also really, 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 really don't want known actors for the X-Men. I think it should be like young upcoming stars. Might have been a couple little things. I don't think there should be any headliners in the X-Men apart from Magneto and Professor X and like the more mature ones. I think we need, unless there's like I don't know, like a superstar kid kind of coming through. That's like, come on, he has to be Cyclops or whatever. I want unknown actors. I don't want to go into it being like, oh hey, well, kind of contradicts it, but that's Stephen Yeun, that's not Cyclops. You know, I don't want that. I want to be like, oh, I don't know who this is. This is Cyclops. I believe this.
Well, I mean, we were watching Brave New World yesterday as well, didn't we? Yeah, we were. The first time I watched it, and I think maybe it was 3/4 of the way through the film. I think I turned to you and I said, I don't think I've seen this not as Harrison Ford. He's never once in the film been
exactly it.
Thaddeus Ross to me. I've just seen Harrison Ford dressed as a general. And it took me out of it kind of a lot of the film.
Yeah, because it is a thing. It is genuinely a thing.
And Marvel have a bit of a problem for casting big actors. I mean, they got on that trend really early, and it helped them through some tough times. But now it's their crutch, I think. And I
think what's become the problem with that? What's become the problem with that for Marvel is that, like, I feel like now they're just casting big actors for the sake of casting big actors. For example, like, okay, Iron Man 1. One of the biggest castings in that, post-credit, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, probably at the time one of the biggest actors in the world, right? He was huge at the time. Obviously still is. Everyone knows Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. But like at the time, casting him, wow, okay, that's gonna sell out cinemas alone. He was so perfect for the role. They didn't just cast him because it was Samuel L. Jackson. They cast him because he was a perfect fit. And he is. And now it just feels like we also watched Eternals yesterday. Wow. Angelina Jolie was in it.
We watched a bit of
that. I feel like anyone could have played that character.
Well, actually, I think Angelina Jolie probably was the only one that was kind of carrying in terms of, I would have been fine with a single Angelina Jolie and then the others or whatever. Or even, even less with that for the Eternals. It would have been better off just none. I don't think you'd need anyone, like, famous or well-known.
Not really.
It would work so much better without, actually, the Eternals, because you kind of don't want to recognise the person that's been existing for thousands of years.
And again, it just took me out of it. It just really took me out of it. Every single time she came on the screen, I was just like...
Yeah.
I will put it this way. I don't know the character's name. I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've also just had a really good thought of a casting.
Oh, yeah?
It's not X-Men, but it's Steven Yeun, right? Yeah. So I think X-Men-wise, Morph and Iceman, maybe. But I think if we're going to cast Steven Yeun as anyone in the MCU, I think he'd pull off a great Nova.
Nova.
You know much about Nova?
A little bit, but...
Nova's one of them that you need to be able to he needs to be able to hold his own and have his own, which he can do, And I just think, Steven Yeun has got like the emotional range to do Nova. Nova's story is so tragic, so like it's awful, He knows how to play a powerful character already. Yeah. He's done that. His vocal range is incredible, you know. I just think Nova's so interesting that I think he'd be able to capture the energy of it and capture the right kind of. Because again, Nova's quite a serious kind of general kind of guy, but like. He will kind of have a little joke here and there, and the more he kind of like lets his shell down in a way. Like the more lighter he becomes, And I just think Steven Yeun will be able to capture that perfectly. I think he'd do such a great job. Good
answer. Yeah. I have a thought.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be one of my big make or breaks for the new direction of. I guess X-Men is going to be a big proving point for it. I'm getting a little bit tired out of the vague superpowers.
How do you mean?
There's too many superheroes in the MCU that have powers. I don't think they're as well defined as, say, some of the mutants in the comics. I think X-Men do it really well, where it's more like you have one core thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Some weird thing that you can do. And then you explore all of the different options that you can do that with. I think we've talked about this before. My example was Spider-Man. Because it's like, you've got him, and he's super strong, and he swings webs, and he shoots webs.
Yep.
And the spider sense. That's kind of it. That's Spider-Man, right?
Well, he's also really smart scientist.
Well,
but
I'd
powers-wise,
say that's Peter Parker.
Fair. But powers-wise, you're right.
Powers-wise, you can sum up Spider-Man in
as well,
3 or 4, and he can climb walls. He's a spider. Done.
Yeah.
But then the amount we get from that is like, I think last time, it's the web hammocks. And it's like, when he makes a little backpack out of the web.
When they're creative with the powers.
Exactly.
One of my favourite things in I think it's the Iceman actually. Yeah, when Wolverine comes over and he's like, "Oh, I'll cold your beer for you." And he chills it down for him, and it's just little things. But like, I think it's a Human Torch, isn't it? Yeah. First Fantastic Four with the popcorn.
Yeah,
that's cool as fuck. I want to see more of that. And that's why I think the party would be great. The X-Men party, where they're just like. They did it. Well, they did it very differently in the boys.
Yeah.
But Herogasm was like, unfortunately, a great example of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There was an ice guy making ice dildos and shit, and like there was a telekinesis guy like pleasuring 4 different people around them just by the way. I was like, I mean, this is crazy, but that is such great writing. That's such good use of powers. Like that's great.
You've got to get creative with how you use all of your powers. If you've got superpowers, that's
you've
the
got
fun
to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And I just think because again, like as a writer creator, like I'm always thinking of with my own heroes and stuff I've made. of like I get little ideas and I'm like, that'd be cool. Just little things that it just satisfies.
What was our hero from yesterday? You remember? We've invented a new hero. I quite like this one. And you've named him.
This is so cool. It's not stupid at all. Needle drop.
Yeah.
Needle drop. Listen, right. So we've created a new hero or villain, depending on what kind of avenue.
Yeah.
His name's Needle Drop.
Yeah.
Billy, what does Needle Drop do? What's his powers?
Well, I feel like Needle Drop gets his powers from music, and specifically from listening to music.
Yeah.
And what powers does he have? Well, it depends. Look, I'm going to completely contradict myself from we should have really well-defined powers. He can do lots of things.
but it's still music.
But it has limits. Yeah. Yes, that's the fun bit is the limits. I don't know what he can do, but what I know is that his powers come from and are based on the kind of genre or type of music he listens to.
So cool.
So he might get different powers from like live music compared to like recording. And if he's like listening to music from, say he's like, right, I need to get super speed. Right, I'm going to put on like heavy metal or something like that.
Techno.
Yeah. Techno's a super speed. So he puts in his earphones and goes... Or he gets different types of super speed powers if he puts it on like vinyl or a DVD or from different sound speakers or live or something like that.
Oh my God, I just thought of a world building thing.
Yeah.
In his house, his treadmill is a vinyl, a giant vinyl.
So
it's constantly moving and he's just running on it, but like...
And the controls,
that's so cool!
You know, the front of the treadmill where you kind of hold on.
It's the thing, it's the pin, isn't it? And I also thought, we should give him like hypnosis powers, like / ways he could control people. And what kind of music did we come up with? Well, I thought, what genre of music could work well for that of like, making people like go, oh, I'm listening to this. Nursery rhymes. Now I know that sounds stupid, of course it does. But it's the default music in life. It's what we learn. It's what we... If a nursery rhyme comes on right now, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You do it. Well, if you can't. If you haven't got a giant mug in your hand, you do it, right?
Wrong time, man.
And even if you don't clap your hands, you got singing along in your head. You sing that nursery rhyme along in your head. So I thought, well, if that's all like kind of natural human... Well, I say natural human. It's how we've been taught since... we were young. It's
some of the first stuff
we listen to, and we recognise and are familiarised with. I thought that'd be such a cool way of like being able to just hypnotise people by like as soon as it comes on, that's all you focus on. You're like, oh,
yeah,
and Incy Wincy Spider and that.
As well.
We could make it really.
Phase.
We could make it really creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Pied Piper kind of vibe.
Yeah,
right?
kind of. Yeah.
Don't follow the Pied Piper.
So please donate us money and we will create Needle Drop the movie. And it'll be the best thing you've ever seen.
I just thought of his hero villain like counterpart.
Go.
Needle Drop is this hero where music affects him. His counterpart, when he's evil, he plays music, affects others. So either mind control or
he overcomes that, and he can do that after. Yeah.
So
I've got his villain.
His villain.
Mute.
Oh,
mute. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like the best way I can put it is like. He can bring a deafening silence anywhere, and it's like you know how people go crazy if they go into like the world's quietest room. That vibe somehow.
I want to add to mute.
Please do.
I think I like it, but we were talking about expanding powers, right?
Yep.
What if it's not just mute sound, but what if it's like mute certain thoughts as well?
Ooh.
So you know how if I say like, don't think of an elephant. And now you're thinking.
I'm thinking of an elephant.
What if he could? Yeah. What if he could stop you from thinking of an elephant? What if he could actually like block a thought? He could walk into a room and he could just block the thought of you seeing him, like you're muting him.
It gives me Kilgrave vibes.
Kinda.
Yeah. But that would be cool.
But it can't like influence the kind of thoughts they have. It can just stop them from having them.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of. Feel like you're going against your own thing here.
Maybe.
I feel like that's not. I feel like it. Although that is a great idea,
you're right.
But that seems more like a mentalist guy.
Yeah.
You know, if his thing is like maybe rather than like a thought, it could just be your thoughts because it's a voice in your head. You hear it. Like talk to yourself in your head right now.
Yeah.
You can hear that. You can't hear it, but not everyone, but like the majority of people. Like,
but yeah.
Sorry to assume that, but like. Most people, well,
sure.
Some people can hear a voice in their head. Some people can hear a voice in their head, right? And you can physically hear it right now. Imagine if you couldn't. So, like, think to yourself right now.
Yeah.
Imagine if you couldn't do that.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
trip out. I think that would be enough.
I think that's kind of the vibe I'm going for.
Yeah. But rather than just like one thought, I think that'd be.
Yeah, you can't hear your own thoughts. Yeah.
I hate that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the right way to do mute. I think that'd be quite cool.
I've got a question for you. I've got two teams going against each other, and I would like to know who you think comes out on top.
Okay.
So, team one, we have got the original Guardians of the Globe.
Okay.
Right? So, you've got Aquarius, Fishman. You've got the Martian Man.
Yep.
You've got War Woman. You've got Green Ghost. You've got Red Rush. You've got Darkwing, and they are all led by the Immortal. Right? You've got 7 on your team, okay? They are coming up against the new Guardians of the Globe.
Okay.
Which consists of Black Samson, Monster Girl, Shrinking Ray, Bulletproof, Duplicate. Just out of respect for Rex, I'm going to give you Shapesmith.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll let Rex rest.
Yeah.
So the original Guardians of the Globe led by Immortal versus the new Guardians of the Globe led by Robot. Who do you think is coming out on top?
Just my gut instinct feels like, ooh. Is it right? Here's my thoughts. I feel like the original Guardians of the Globe have more manpower. They got more muscle. They've got more brute, just hit strength. But I feel like the new Guardians have a lot more durability. You've got Bulletproof. You've got Robot with the suits. You've got Black Samson, who I think is a bit more durable, right? So I feel like they could weather the hits more than the original Guardians could weather theirs. That being said, again, I think it balances out a little bit because of that. It kind of brings it to a stalemate. I think if Rex was there, it would probably go to the new Guardians.
Really?
But I think with Shapesmith, I'm probably going to give it to the original. Yeah.
I think it's easily the original.
Do you think?
I think they dog walk them, to be honest. I think Immortal and War Woman are ridiculously strong. I know Immortal's a meme, but he's still the Immortal. I
don't know. The Immortal, you decapitate him, you're done.
Who's going to decapitate him on the new Guardians?
I mean, I feel like they all have the capability to do so.
I don't think any of them beat Immortal.
Does he have like kind of? Is he invincible?
No, he's the Immortal.
Yeah. So he's not invincible. You kill him.
How are you going to kill him though? Who?
Well, you don't have to kill him permanently. You just have to cut his head off. And then
How?
Just keep it. Well, just a big axe. I don't know.
Who's got a big axe?
Robot's probably got something that can just.
I don't think he does. But this is my point. You
don't think he does? He's got everything.
No, I don't.
He's got a drone that can run over with a hacksaw.
Also, bear in mind, I also think Darkwing deals with Robot pretty easy. He's basically Batman. I think all he has to do is EMP the suits. Robot's out.
Maybe.
You know?
EMPs though, I don't know if they count. I feel like they're
What do you mean they don't count?
They're one of those narrative devices that don't work the same way as just and everything turns off.
Right.
Robot is smart enough to have something that just
that's true.
Lets him
that is true.
not get done by EMP. He's got an anti-EMP thing.
Tell you what, now that I'm looking at this, I'm sorry, Red Rush as well. Red Rush alone probably beats all these.
Okay, all I'm saying is the original Guardians, no teamwork whatsoever. They died to Omni-Man.
But exactly. That's what took them out. Omni-Man.
Omni-Man. You know I have my grievances with the first fight. You know I have my grievances with how they fought in the first fight.
I know. I think everyone does.
They could have beaten Omni-Man in the first
fight. But look how they beat the Maulers at the very start of the episode. Look at Atom Eve episode, start of that, when I know it's a slightly different team.
Yeah.
But they do work well together as a team.
I just think they work better. The new Guardians work better as a team.
Do you think that because we've seen more of them though?
No, I just think that based on what we saw, and again, it was brief, of the Guardians of the Globe compared to what we have now, I just think they could pull through more so than these guys. And maybe it is just because I've seen them get murked by Omni-Man, and that taints my vision. Because look, they could have beaten Omni-Man, and they didn't, which means their tactics aren't the best. Whereas these guys are still here. We've seen them through.
I guarantee they've never planned to try and fight Omni-Man, which, okay, you could use that as the argument of like, well, it's on them. They should, have a contingency plan for that. But like, why would they? In the sense of like, nobody, not even Debbie, not even Cecil thought, oh, maybe he could be turned bad. And it's also Omni-Man. Yeah. They almost kind of beat him as well. I don't think the New Guardians would do anything against Omni-Man.
Do you think?
Anything. I don't think they make him bleed. Fishman does more.
Don't you dare.
Fishman does more. I also think the original Guardians have like tons more experience. Again, well, they might not, but like I assume that they've been around for a long time. Also, Omni-Man killed them. Omni-Man went, oh, I should get rid of these guys if I want to conquer this world. These are a threat to me. I have to take them out. The very first thing he does as part of his mission when everything changes is, oh, I need to take out the most powerful. Good job. How did you miss your mouth?
I didn't miss. It just kept going around my mouth.
That's ridiculous. But my point is like, yeah, Omni-Man said, right, first things first, I got to take out these guys. And even after the new team was assembled, he wasn't threatened by them. Now, obviously, there's been a lot more time since then, so we've had time for them to grow and for them to get more stronger and become a better team, which they have. I'll give you that. But like,
so
Fishman solos them.
I'm warming to the argument, 100%.
Thank you.
But I still think that we've got a speedster in the original Guardians.
Yep.
We've got
King of Atlantis.
We've got a Kitty Pryde goes through stuff, right?
I completely forgot about Green Ghost as well.
Green Ghost, who died almost immediately.
Yeah, she was stupid. Ridiculous.
And then
all she had to do was quite literally just not be physical for a second, and she would have been fine. And she can also teleport other people around because that's what she did at the start when she was saving the people against the Maulers. So it's not even like she
teleport them around.
Yeah. There's a part where she's like grabbing a bunch of like civilians and like there's like a rock falling down and she's like there's like one guy there and she's like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to get him, and like she like sticks out a foot.
Yeah.
And then she goes beep, and then they teleport away.
Oh, I didn't realize the teleport. I thought that she just like phased everyone with her while it crashed. And
it might be that, but either way. So it's not like she can only do that to herself. So that actually pisses me off a little bit more as well, actually, that she could have did more in the fight.
I don't know.
Because that's ridiculous. The way she just kind of caught Darkwing, I think, and then she said, oh God, and then gets a...
Yeah. I just think that the new Guardians have more of a diverse range of powers that might come in handy in taking out the Guardians. The other ones just feel like there's a lot of muscle mass and power, and there's a lot of that on the new Guardians, but there's not as much of variety.
I think I disagree highly. I think, again, you've got Speedster and Red Rush. You've got Martian Man, who's like basically Mr. Fantastic Elastic.
Yeah, but if we've chosen Shakesmith, we've got him too.
True, but I think Martian Man is a way more experienced.
I actually can't argue with that.
Shakesmith still doesn't know what he's doing.
I can't believe I just said Shakesmith.
Yeah, you just give me an argument. Thank you.
I've got Shakesmith. Martian Man, sorry. Is he Martian Man?
Martian Man. You know what? To make this argument more fun, take away Shakesmith, you can have Explode.
Cool. Yeah.
I do think that changes quite a lot, but
I think it does.
But I do think the original still wins.
You are probably right.
Yeah.
You are probably right. I'm just.
It is kind of close. Well, actually, I think you think it's closer than what it would be.
I'm just trying to picture it in my head, and I'm imagining watching it on the show and imagining if I'm getting angry with it, like I did in the first scene. I'm imagining them doing some stuff, and I'm trying to picture if I'm like, oh come on, they wouldn't, or if I'm like, oh cool, yeah. And I think it's leaning more on the I can imagine it as quite a cool scene that they've all got their thing that they can chip in and do a bit of damage against the Guardians.
Yep.
I think you're right. The full team against the full team, the original Guardians do take it. But I think in certain circumstances, I wouldn't be angry at the scene where they did sort of prevail.
Yeah.
I think I can see them writing that and
That's
it
fair.
being writable.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It would be tough. It would be
I mean,
tough.
well, look, the thing is with the Invincible, anyone can beat anyone.
The power scaling, man.
That's, you know what? We're
Yeah.
going to go into that a different episode.
I
But
love
I'm not doing
Invincible,
that
but
today because
That's a whole other...
we're going to need more storage for that. Like, that's going to be ridiculous.
We're going to have to draw graphs.
Yeah. Well, I would like to move on to a next section.
Yeah.
Which is a game we were going to do on another podcast. So the premise of this is I'm going to give you 5 characters, okay? 5 random characters, and you have to keep 2 of them
Yes.
and get rid of the other 3. Now, the 3 that you get rid of erases everything involved with them in history.
Yeah.
So, if I give you, if I give you Invincible, right? TV show, comics, any Invincible content doesn't ever exist.
It's all gone.
Ever. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like your 5? Would you like your 5 characters, Billy?
Go on.
Because I think you're gonna struggle. It's gonna be tough. So your 5 characters are Batman,
Okay.
Spider-Man,
Okay.
John Hammond,
Okay.
Frodo,
Okay.
Megatron.
Okay.
So your 5 characters, you've got to get rid of 2, and you can only keep 3 of Batman, Spider-Man, John Hammond, Frodo, and Megatron.
Okay. Okay, wait, so for example, if I got rid of John Hammond,
Yep.
does that get rid of the park as well?
That gets rid of everything Jurassic Park.
So just
everything
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic
would never exist.
everything
Never
just
exist.
gone.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs
That
didn't
T-shirt you're
exist.
wearing right now, you'd be topless.
I'd be topless.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I need my
Please,
topless.
please don't pick that. Please don't pick that.
Oh man, I love Jurassic Park. I can't get rid of Jurassic Park. It's iconic. But
Do you know what the other 4 are?
Yeah. oh, look,
I thought you would have sealed one straight away.
Yeah, and look, I think it's because it's implicit that I'm not getting rid of Frodo and Lord of the Rings. Like,
Okay, so
that's staying.
Frodo's staying.
It has to be.
Okay,
It has to be. Wait, so can I keep 2 or 3?
only 2.
Okay, I'm keeping 2. I got to get rid of 3.
Yeah, so you can only keep one more of these
Yeah,
characters.
So I'm keeping 1, and Frodo is just here
Yeah, yeah.
watching. Because
You should ask Frodo who he wants to pick.
I'm not asking Frodo for advice. Come on. If Gandalf's here, Gandalf, great. If anyone else is here, anyone, great.
Nah, brother.
Frodo, we'll weather it together. I don't want to know.
We'll
what
get
you
through it,
think,
man. Yeah.
So it's between Megatron, i.e. Transformers.
Yep.
Spider-Man,
Mhm.
i.e. Spider-Man.
Mhm.
We got to define what that includes. In terms of, is it just Spider-Man villains? Is it like...
No, Spider-Man, everything. But like,
But
okay,
like,
but like
you know what
Avengers
I mean.
and stuff, you still have.
So,
But like, if he's like, I don't know. So if you chose Spider-Man to get rid of,
yeah.
there would be a different character or something like that put into Infinity War. Like,
Yeah.
Spider-Man would
But I
never
mean,
have been
like,
that.
does Venom still exist?
No.
Because Venom only exists because of Spider-Man.
Yeah, then no.
So Green Goblin.
No.
But all of those fight other people and do all of things.
But they come from Spider-Man.
So villains specifically, like coming from Spider-Man, don't count either.
No.
Okay. It might be more of a case by case if I think of it.
Anything Spider-Man, anything that came from the root of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
no. Like for example, Batman. If you were like, do I still get Superman? Yeah, you still have Superman.
But you don't get
like,
Gotham.
Yeah,
You don't get
Gotham.
Arkham,
You don't get
Joker.
any of the. You don't get any of the games. You don't get.
Yeah.
You don't get any of the toys as a kid. You don't get any of that.
Yeah. Look, okay. And then there were...
So who have you got left? What are the 4 you've got? You've got that you're deciding between. You've got
Well, I'll put them as franchises instead of characters. We got Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Batman, Transformers.
Cool. Are there any of those 4 that you can just discard right now?
Look, I think I enjoy Transformers a lot, and have more so in my older years rather than my younger years.
Yep.
Older years. My
All right, buddy.
wisdom. One day I did discover Transformers.
25, by the way.
But I never grew up with Transformers.
Yeah.
No, I say that, but controversially, I did grow up with the Michael Bay Transformers.
Mhm.
And the very first one, I was a big fan of when I was younger. I was like 11.
Megan Fox
give
in
it
that
to me,
movie
right?
as well.
I didn't care about Megan Fox.
I know
Give
you
me the
didn't, but
fucking
like-
robots, man.
But
Holy
like-
shit!
The robots are cool, but like first ever cinema crush.
No discredit to any other teenager in that room, but my God, I was just waiting for all of those scenes to end. I was so excited.
Is that when you knew you were gay, Billy? Is that when? Is that
No,
when you
because
knew?
I was waiting for Shia LaBeouf to go as well. I want robots. Come on.
Fair. Okay.
That's all I was there for. Oh man. So look, Transformers does have a place in my heart, but compared to the others, I think I'm gonna shelf it.
I regret choosing Transformers. I want to throw something else in.
Yeah, please do.
Can I just make it?
Yeah, go on. Make it interesting.
Doctor Who.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm so annoyed I didn't think about that at the start. But all right, so
yeah.
Is it harder for you if I say you're allowed to keep 3?
No, I think. Well, look, I'm always going to look in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
that has to happen.
Mm.
But I think that's a tragedy of loving Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to sacrifice.
It's a great
the
take,
spot.
though. It's a great pick.
And to be honest, the others, I think they're all dear to me, but they're not all the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
So I can safely choose between them.
yeah, that's fair.
But it's still tough.
Hmm.
Like I would say, like Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Probably like a fantastic hero. Not on like my radar as much as you.
Hmm.
I mean,
What makes you say that?
so I could. It's not necessarily what I don't want to keep. It's more like a tier list.
No, that's completely fair. Yeah, that's how you should be looking at it. You should be kind of trying to tier what is your favorite.
Yeah. Because it's quite funny going, yeah, it's Batman versus Spider-Man versus Doctor Who versus John Hammond. Like, I love John Hammond.
John Hammond's got dinosaurs, though, right?
He does. I mean, he was responsible for many people's deaths as well. Though,
Yeah,
but at least in the films, he was nicer than the books.
Man. That's the game.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta lose some to win some, right?
Really cared about animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a human dies in Jurassic Park, I don't care.
Look, all
Dinosaur?
I'm saying,
That hits me.
Batman, definitely wealthier than John Hammond. Therefore, Batman had every chance to make Jurassic Park and chose not to.
Interesting.
So John Hammond has a few points over Batman.
Okay.
Just on that.
All right.
Batman had he had his chance.
Yeah.
If anyone was going to bring back dinosaurs, and I bet it's happened in the comics anyway.
Probably.
Everything's happened in the comics.
Yeah.
But look, all I'm saying is Christopher Nolan, where were the dinosaurs?
Great question.
Yeah. It's a truly unanswered question in our lifetime. So, John Hammond, Batman. I think, controversially, I am going to shelf Spider-Man.
Oh, you're getting rid of Spider-Man?
I am.
Damn.
Because I love Marvel, but Spider-Man doesn't represent Marvel for me. And
Yeah.
neither do the MCU. So I can't really, it's not... But then, in the same vein, you know, I've never had the huge connection to Spider-Man or his villains, you know?
Wow, okay. Fair. That means you're getting rid of No Way Home.
I am.
You're getting rid of all the Spider-Man movies.
I am, which
Gone.
is rough.
Comics, gone.
Let's put it this way. If we say, if we narrow it down to just films for a while, I would rather get rid of the Spider-Man films than either the Batman or the Jurassic Park films. That's my statement. And look, I think it's a safe bet with both combined. But I think the controversial one is I would probably say the same for I would rather keep Batman than Spider-Man. I think it's just between those two. Movies, that is.
Okay.
Nolan trilogy.
Movies. So what? You think? So what's the rank? The 3 movies, that is. Sorry. So for Jurassic Parks, Batman's, and Spider-Man's.
Yeah.
How would you put them in a list?
Right. So it's difficult because you've got to assess volume as well.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Because I would say Spider-Man has done less mainstream movies overall, but I'd say more of those are good. I'd say the original Sam Raimi trilogy, 2 of the 3, iconic.
Solid. Yeah.
I'd say Garfield warmed on me over many years. I don't mind the first Amazing Spider-Man. Second one, I'm still trying to weigh up in my brain.
Second one's great.
What? The new
We
Spider-Man.
don't have a chimney. That's got one of my favourite jokes in. Why's your face all muddy? Oh, I was just cleaning the chimney. We don't have a chimney. What? What do you mean? Whose chimney are you cleaning then? That is such a funny joke. I'm keeping Spider-Man alone just for that joke.
Just for that. For that. Amazing. It came from Amazing Spider-Man. It was incredible.
What? It's just his delivery is perfect.
Andrew Garfield, I think,
so
is one of the best Spider-Man.
I think he is the best Spider-Man.
Which is, again, why the Amazing Spider-Man keep in the running. And the new... I like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think they nail it for the growing up as Spider-Man vibe.
Yeah.
And the kind of modern audience.
I wish we had more New York.
Yeah.
And more kind of...
So Spider-Man gets a lot of points. Oh, now I'm reconsidering. But if we just had the Nolan trilogy for Batman, that'd be fab. And to be fair, we've got the iconic. We've got Adam West back in the day.
We've got all like the old Batman movies as well.
Michael Keaton's not being able to turn his neck. It's one of them.
And then obviously you've got the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah.
Then you've also got the new Batman, the Batman.
Batman.
Also, films in Liverpool.
Yeah, which gives it huge points.
Yeah, you can see the Liver buildings and you can see St. George's Hall.
It was so surreal because we watched it recently.
We watched it recently, didn't
it? It was so surreal watching
your tour guide, your Gotham tour guide.
It's really cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So Batman gets a lot of points, but loses a lot of points because of Justice League, because of Batfleck.
Batman v Superman.
Controversially, I don't hate Batfleck's run. I think it was fine. It was just badly written.
Controversially, I think Batfleck is the worst Batman we've ever had.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
I don't think that's necessarily controversial.
Really? I think quite a lot of people like it.
I've
seen a lot of people say he's like
Batfleck
the perfect Batman, which I think is insane.
that I did very much.
That's insane.
No,
I hate. Why is he so like fat? Like I know I'm fat, but like Batman shouldn't be fat. Why is the bat on his chest giant? Yeah. I hate that so much. It just looks ridiculous. And he starts killing people at the start of the film. They just got everything wrong with that character. Everything.
Yeah.
I hated it.
So the writing, that's what I mean, is the writing.
Although I will say I do think he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I quite liked him as Bruce Wayne. I think he worked. But
that's swayed it. What I mean is the performance, fine. Sure. Writing, not it. Wasn't Batman. Definitely. I think it very much was a very like 2015 or whatever it came out. It was a very 2015 Batman.
Yeah, it was.
It was weirdly very accurate for the time, I guess, of the vibe from what I remember. Maybe it was just back in the day.
Maybe.
But yeah, that lowers Batman a bit.
Okay.
Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park. I mean, John Hammond, he's great. I like the film John Hammond. You haven't read the book, have you?
No.
I think you should. It's quite good. It comes from back in the day. It's great. It's like an artifact when you're reading it. But John Hammond, not a good guy in the book. He leaves his grandkids to die at some point and then gets wasted at the end.
Well, from the sounds of it in the books, it kind of sounds like it's deserved for the kids, right? The kids are probably really annoying in the books, right?
I think I've said that a few times. It's
not that bad of a guy.
Look, I don't even know if it's the writing necessarily, but there's a version on Audible of Jurassic Park. It's really well read. I used to listen to it all the time. I can't remember the narrator whatsoever. And I know it's well read because whenever he started reading for the kids, I'd get angry. I'd get so worked up over the stupid things they'd say and do in the books. And they're meant to be 9 and 11 or whatever. They're much younger than in the show or in the film. They're in the book, they're kids. So I get it. But my God, I was like, please, Raptors, save me.
What were we watching the other night where we were like, was it Dinosaur? Oh, no, I remember. It was Dinosaur Hotel.
Yeah.
And there was kid actors in that as well. Dinosaur Hotel it's this Amazon Prime film. It's like the definition of a film you'd find on Amazon Prime. That's Rogue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. It was quite boring. But there are some good ones on there. We'll
circle
get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. But the child actors in Dinosaur Hotel, man, like I know the kids, I know, but wow, like it was so painful to watch. The thing is, like with Lex and Tim in Jurassic Park, the film, I know it's different to the books, but like they're great actors. They're really good at what they do, and even just like anytime I feel like I see kid actors, they're pretty good because like
you know what I was watching. We were watching yesterday, and I didn't say it out loud, but we were watching Eternals. Yeah. You know, there's the younger one, Sprite.
Oh, the kid. Yeah.
Throughout the Eternals, credits to the Eternals, I guess. I never thought I'd say that. Credits to the Eternals. I completely forgot that it was a child actor, and I completely saw it as like, yeah, that's an immortal person stuck in a kid's body. And it kind of took me out when I was like, oh, that is a kid pretending to do that.
I didn't realize it was a kid. I just thought it was like a young looking actor.
It might,
you know?
It might be, but it must have been young. They must be younger to look that young.
Well, yeah. They'll have to be. Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, I might be wrong. They might be in the 30s. But if they were a young child actor, that's what I mean. It's quite interesting because you don't necessarily see them as kids, as actual real kids.
Yeah, well, you know? that's one thing that actually made me think about it was when we were watching the bad child acting.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, that's so interesting because whenever there's a kid in a film or something like that, I'm not sat there going, I'm going to judge their performance and I'm going to see how they act. No, because whoever's cast is cast for the right reason because it's just that good that you don't think, oh, that's a child actor that can't act.
Yeah,
that's like, and look again, they are just kids. The kids are starting out their acting career, whatever.
Yeah, you got to give them.
Man. And it's not on the kids. It's really not. No, it's not on the kids at all. It's on the director, the editing, the like. And I was watching. I was like, this is painful to watch. Like this is really, really painful to watch. And it was long. So
it was.
Yeah. I think they survived as well, didn't they?
They probably did.
I think we just skipped.
They did because it was only one gets out of the house. Only one person could escape from Jurassic Games.
This is ridiculous, actually. Yeah, no, go on, take it away.
Spoilers. Sorry, not Jurassic Games. We'll circle back.
We'll come back to Jurassic Games.
There's only one survivor for Jurassic Hotel. Dinosaur Hotel. There's only one survivor for Dinosaur Hotel.
Dinosaur Hotel's that bad that you have to type in the full title of it for it to get suggested.
It doesn't get recommended before.
You could type in Dinosaur Hotel without the L and it won't come up.
Amazon Prime wouldn't do it to you.
No, it wouldn't even like push it forward for you and be like, oh, is this what you mean?
So they get to the very end of the games and the game master has revealed himself throughout the show or film or whatever. We skip to the end.
He was awful as well, the games master. He was terrible.
And he goes, well, there is only one survivor, only one winner from Dinosaur Hotel. And the twist was, at the end, well, the mum of the two kids who are also in the games, the mum goes, well, there's only one survivor and you're a player, right? That's why everyone else died, is because you were always the last survivor, because you're in the hotel. It counts. So she kills him, or he gets eaten by a dinosaur, or whatever.
Either one.
And so the whole idea is that,
and then the little ball comes down. They're like, it's like the host, I guess, or like the the thing overlooking the games, and it's like, congratulations. Oh, in fact, what did it say? What did it say?
Tell me.
It said, congratulations, the woman's name, and then said the names of the two kids as well.
Yeah.
So there can't be just one winner because you've just named three.
So that
makes no sense.
So all the kids won as well.
Yeah. So they were part of the game.
So you had three winners.
Meaning that, well, the kids had to die, or one of the kids in the mall had, that didn't make sense. Because when we were like, because it says, strictly no guests, don't bring anyone to this, secret location.
They set
and then she's like, I've got no one to babysit, I've got to take the kids. And we were thinking, wow, that's so interesting. Like, I guarantee that's going to be like the kids are in the game, so, they've got to play along. No.
It would have
been... Didn't take the risk. They didn't take the... Why would you not?
Well, they set it up for that. That's the reason why it was so strange, is because they had two twists that contradicted each other. Yeah.
So that was, so don't watch Dinosaur Hotel, but what you should watch... Barely take it away, my friend, because I know how passionate you are about this.
Well, we've gotten into the habit of doing a little bit of deep diving into,
Sometimes we just get bored. Sometimes we're like, should we watch a film? Yeah, well, what do we want to watch? We're not really, we're not like, I'm in the mood for this or I'm in the mood for this. So sometimes we'll just go on Amazon Prime and do the classic, let's find an Amazon Prime film. Yeah. One of those films that are just crazy and we don't even know how it became a film, right?
Mad stuff,
right?
We started with Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
We started with Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And we went to the similar to watch. We just go on.
Filter through them.
I think it only took a couple when we found the first, I'd say, iconic watch of this house.
I think it's been out of all the bad movies we've watched, has been the best one.
It's amazing that we started with such a bang. Because we've only gone downhill. And it's amazing when you know what it is. So we found an iconic film. You should go and watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Jurassic Games.
Yeah.
Now, there's two of them. Just watch the first one. Because the first one, holy shit.
It's great.
It was something
so
else.
fun. It's like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
fundamentally as a movie, like if you go into it and you're like, I want to watch a really good movie and be blown away by cinematography, you're going to hate it. If you go in expecting it to be bad, you'll have the time of your life because it's actually quite good. It's actually quite fun.
For context, there's a guy in there at some point. Yeah. There's a guy in there at some point, and they've got to go and fight dinosaurs in the Jurassic Games. They're in a maze, and he gets to the center of the maze, and there's a guy, and he's got a big chain, I think it is. And he goes into this room, and immediately following him is a raptor.
He checks his corners. He's like, I'm going to check there. All right, now I'm good to enter. As he steps in the door, you see a little raptor head coming in, following him. How did he not see that? That's ridiculous.
And there's 3 more that show up.
Yeah, 3 others. And
then we got, a full 2-3 minute scene.
Yep.
Great choreography.
I'd tell me life. We were screaming.
We were loving it. A guy with a chain fucking battling off,
fending off the raptors.
And yeah, we get about 3 minutes in. He's done his stances, done his poses, and it ends with one of the raptors behind just going, all right, and decided to just jump on his back.
Does what a raptor does.
And gets him. Could have done it the same way the entire
That could have been done 2 minutes ago, but I'm glad it weren't. I'm glad we got done 2 minutes.
I would take happily another 2 minutes.
100%.
That geezer was so 100%. Cool.
He was iconic. He was great.
They obviously only hired him because he could do all these stunts. With that one scene in it. And
so worth it. So worth it. He was great.
It was incredible.
It was honestly a really enjoyable watch. It had good little plot twists and plot points. And the second one is a sequel to it, but please don't watch it. It's not even like again, Jurassic Games fundamentally is a bad film.
It's got that the room energy.
That's it. Yeah.
It's so bad,
but
it's
fun.
It is good.
It's fun to watch. It's enjoyable. You can have fun watching it. You get through it. But Jurassic Games 2, man, is it's so boring. Nothing happens. It's in its own head too much. It's trying to. I think it's trying to be a good film. You know,
weirdly, it's really interesting. I've never in my life watched a film that was genuinely so it was really bad, but it was really good. It was really fun.
I'd watch it again.
I'd happily watch it again. I probably will. And it's so weird. I've never watched a film back to back. We watched the sequel immediately after.
Straight after.
So immediately gone. This is bad. And it's not.
It went like so a fun bad. It went like, oh, look at this. It was just like, this feels like a pointless movie. I'm bored. It
was really weird because it was like we find the joy in all the silly, stupid.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we enjoyed the first one so much because we can appreciate the silliness. And the second one just has such a different vibe. Go and definitely watch the first one. Go and watch Jurassic Games because I think it's a really fun watch.
It's a great watch. I would also say watch it with friends because
definitely.
You can again, there are parts of it that is bad, but it's fun to watch. It's like you can laugh at it and be like, come on, you know?
It's definitely a film you sit down with your friends and you're having some drinks or a nice night and you're all laughing. It's not a sit down, be quiet.
It's not you need to lock in for.
It's a fun film. But if you really want to go and watch the sequel after or a bit of it just because what it does, it puts the first film into perspective. You'll appreciate it a lot more. Yeah. I think that's a good recommendation.
But also I will say, Jurassic Dinosaur Hotel also has a sequel, and it's actually a trilogy. We found out. Second one we kind of skim through, looks just as bad. But the third one, the productions went through the roof, and it looks like a good film. It looks decent. So we said we're going to go and watch that. We're going to go watch
Dinosaur Hotel 3.
Dinosaur Hotel 3 because it looks like its own separated story. It looks like a whole different vibe to it. And I think actually I would be willing to give that a go.
I think it'd be interesting to see if it's the same same thing, just dressed up nicely.
I think it is different because what we skipped to, they had like numbers and stuff on, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it looked more kind of like Squid Gamey.
It looked like they were actually like had the budget to
Yeah.
Dinosaur Hotel.
Yeah.
I'd be keen.
Oh, well, that's another thing. Sorry, even though it is like a crappy Amazon Prime movie, Jurassic Games' dinosaurs look amazing. They look great.
Genuinely, yeah. We've come up with the Jurassic Games.
The Jurassic Game scale.
Yeah,
the Jurassic Game scale.
Because we're watching a lot of these bad movies with dinosaurs in
We're watching too many of them.
And each time you got to rate them compared to the Jurassic Game scale. And I genuinely,
it's hard to beat.
That we've watched,
really hard to beat. Yeah.
I don't think anything's beat Jurassic Games.
What was one where we give the Raptors a 7 the other night?
It was. It might have been Dinosaur Hotel 3 when we just saw the clip.
Oh, I think it was.
Or maybe it was. What was the age of? It's not Age of Dinosaurs, is it? Or
maybe
I can't remember. There's another one.
Velocipasta.
Well, Velocipasta we got to watch one day because that one my friend told me about many years ago, and it's always been a little bit of an icon in my house.
Oh wow!
And in the group to try and like one day I'll watch it proper.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
You'll lock into Velocipasta.
Birdemic.
Birdemic's awful. The trailer for Birdemic.
Go on Amazon Prime. You're going to go on Amazon Prime and you're going to have a wonderful time going through all these suggestions.
If Amazon Prime or Amazon don't sponsor this episode, I'm going to be fuming. Right? But go on, okay, if there's one thing you're going to do from this podcast, right? Go on Amazon Prime, type in, Birdemic? Type in Birdemic and click trailer. Just watch the trailer. It tells you everything about the film that you need to know.
You might know stuff about Birdemic, genuinely, because it's quite iconic on the internet, I think.
Okay.
But if you haven't seen just what they've
go watch the trailer.
Just go and watch the
trailer. Because I didn't know anything about it. Watch the trailer and I went...
Yeah. you learn everything you need to know.
I know nothing more than I knew. I know nothing more.
It's such a pointless trailer. It doesn't...
Yeah.
It's just what... that's a whole other... Anyway. But we've watched many things, but we have got something on the watch list. We're going to watch.
We do. Would you like to tell them what it is?
Well,
so we did. The last thing we found before we were going, we were calling it a night, and we were like, right, we're all filmed out, whatever. And we were like, I wonder what else there is though. Let's just look at the suggestions. What did we see?
We came upon a movie that. We stopped the trailer halfway through because
we stopped the trailer because we were like, we're going to watch this. We're going to watch it. We were sold. The trailer sold us. It did its job.
Tonight we are going to be watching a movie called Killer Sofa, which I'm so happy I've stumbled upon in my lifetime. I'm just happy that I crossed paths. That window shot is lives rent free in my head. Go watch the trailer if you want.
Please.
We're going to watch it tonight. We don't know if it's good or not, but we stopped when there is a shot of a horror movie shot in the mid-trailer where they just pad up to the top of the...
we should explain what it is first. It's in the name.
I think we need to.
Killer Sofa. It's a couch that comes to life. It's got these little beady eyes and just kills people. It's a killer recliner.
See the shot, just the beady eyes of the recliner sofa in the window.
Just looking out the window.
Ominously down to my character. It's just... Even if the film's not good, I'm so glad we had that trailer.
That shot. Yeah.
That was a banger of a trailer and a banger of a shot.
Fantastic trailer.
Oh, man.
Again, the trailer worked.
Yeah.
The trailer worked. Yeah. We went, I want to stop watching this and I want to go watch the movie. So...
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait. And it's Kiwi as well, isn't it? It's
New Zealand
like made. So it's just I'm so excited.
I can't wait. We're gonna lock in for that. We're gonna lock in. So
watching it tonight. We'll let you know how it goes next podcast.
Yeah. Next podcast we'll review it. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Killer Sofa review.
Right. Well, last question to round us off.
Yeah.
Shall we? All right.
Oh, hold on. First up.
Yep.
I'm keeping Doctor Who.
Oh!
Yeah.
So what? You're getting rid of...
Yeah. I'm getting rid of Spider-Man, Batman, John Hammond.
And you're keeping Frodo and Doctor Who?
Frodo and Doctor Who.
That is the craziest answer I think I've ever heard.
I know.
Why? How?
It's between John Hammond and Doctor Who. It's just between Jurassic Park and Doctor Who. The thing is... Jurassic Park has some misses. I'm not keen on a lot of the Jurassic World nowadays.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, in the last couple of seasons, yeah. But there's so much I haven't seen of Doctor Who. Old Who, I've never really watched. New Who, I love. Storytelling's fantastic. And I think I would probably rather keep the stories told in throughout Doctor Who's run than the others. Mostly because I think it's a show, so it tells us a lot more.
Yeah, fair.
And it's the only show on there, so I think that gives it a big boost.
Yeah.
Doctor
More
Who,
content, I guess.
fucking goated character, iconic, aspirational.
Well, that's not entirely true, actually, because you got Batman the Animated Series. Like,
True.
all the animated stuff as well goes.
Yeah, but I'd say the only thing, like, I love watching them and stuff, but again, I never really grew up with the Batman franchise. The same way I never really grew up with the Spider-Man franchise. I grew up with the MCU. I grew up with other shows before then, before the MCU kicked off in 2008 and that. But, like, I never really grew up with the animated shows of any kind, except occasionally some X-Men Wolverine stuff, you know? So Batman, just the first thing that I'd be like, that'd be really sad if we missed that, would be the Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover, which I think is such a fun.
That would be the thing that you'd miss most?
From animated Batman content.
Oh, okay,
from animated
okay,
one.
okay.
I've already made
I was
my
going to
favourite,
say.
Out of everything Batman I'd miss, it's when he met the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Great.
I think Doctor Who wins
Tough
it.
one. Damn, Doctor Who winning's crazy.
I didn't expect it myself.
All right, I'll throw a last one for you then. You have to get rid of one Doctor and keep one Doctor. Matt Smith or David Tennant?
I hate you.
I know. That's a tough one.
It's tough, but I do know my answer.
Yep.
I'm keeping Smith.
You get rid of David Tennant.
I am.
You get rid of David Tennant's Doctor Who.
I love David's Doctor. I love it truly. But Smith is my Doctor. I grew up with Smith, and I love
Smith's my Doctor as well.
I love how playful he is.
I know.
Childlike, but also how deep and how emotional and how.
David Tennant is Doctor Who. He is.
I
Doctor
don't
Who.
know. You
don't know?
There's a Fez in the other room. I see a Fez that's the Doctor, and it's not David that I see wearing the Fez.
Okay, but like, if you think Doctor Who, if you think who is the face of Doctor who is it? Go on. Like, I know there's so many Doctors, but come on, who's the face of Doctor Who?
I don't know if he is anymore.
Really?
I really don't.
Really?
I think enough time, like he.
You
Maybe.
think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Look,
who
he's
do you
the
think's
one
above
that
him?
brought
Who do you
it
think's
to another level? Yeah, but it's been a long time since
it has, but still,
and he's kind of back, but not. But I just think
I'd
Matt
argue,
Smith is.
But I'd argue that David Tennant is one of those actors that, like, you see David Tennant and you go, "Oh, it's Doctor Who,"
to an extent, but. I've gotten out of that a little bit, mostly because he's done so many other varied roles.
I know,
but yeah, I look at David Tennant. It's hard not to see the Doctor.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm somewhat the same with Matt Smith, but I just think overall,
Matt Smith's got Amy Pond as well. Actually, Karen Gillan's phenomenal.
Matt Smith
and Rory as well.
And Rory.
Oh damn!
Shit.
Oh fuck!
So as a side note as well, and I don't know. As a side note, Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and I wish I remembered his name.
What is his name?
We'll have to find out. I'm going to check now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just keep calling him Rory. He deserves,
Rory the racing car.
We deserve to call him his actual name.
It's going to kick you when you say his name.
Yeah, it is. Arthur Darvill.
Arthur Darvill.
So Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill, the iconic trio. They were all announced for Liverpool Comic Con.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Which we're going to go to if we get a chance. But they were announced in the order of Matt Smith and Amy Pond, or Matt Smith and Karen Gillan are coming along to Comic Con. Holy shit! And the day after, they went, and Arthur Darvill as well! They went, we've got the Doctor, we've got Amy, but guess what? We've got Rory! Let's go!
Why would they do it in that order?
What?
Quite literally, you do it in the opposite order.
Yeah,
the opposite order. That's so stupid. But you do raise a good point. I just think I look, as I say, I'm with you. I'm with you that Matt Smith, that's my my doctor. I actually, you know what? Megan Fox was not my first celebrity crush. It was Amy Pond. It was Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
Holy, like
whole generation.
Whole generation. That's what I'm saying. Karen Gillan and
whole generation of Brits.
Yeah. That's true.
Really English. Americans first.
And Americans, you know who Karen Gillan is?
No, because Americans. We knew Karen Gillan as Amy Pond before we knew her as Nebula.
Yeah. So
you got
the blue girl one? From Marvel. Yeah. Just know she's bad. She's a baddie. Oh, but damn. But I hate to say it. David Tennant is Doctor Who.
Look, okay, I'm gonna break a lot of fans' hearts now.
Stand on business. Mean what you say, Billy.
I love the Doctor. I think
I almost think David Tennant kind of changed the identity of Doctor.
Oh, he absolutely did.
I think he did. He revolutionized the character.
I'm trying to think if Amy Pond and Rory as a duo were better companions than what David Tennant had. Because I know a lot of people hold...
When you say better, how do you mean?
Better dynamics, better stories, better everything. Like, the Doctor is only as good as his companions, right? Yeah. So it should define the whole kind of arc of the story. And look, controversially, I didn't really mind Clara's run towards the end of Smith. I think it got convoluted and crazy later on.
Yeah.
But... I didn't mind it, and I really like Peter Capaldi as a Doctor.
He's great.
As well.
He's great.
Underrated gem.
I completely agree. Yeah, he's very underrated.
So I even enjoyed him interacting with Clara and stuff. So the companions really good. We got a Northern Doctor. That's cool.
Where is Skelmerthorpe?
Whoa! It's a
Thorpe. Oh wait. No, she had an episode in Liverpool. There was an episode where I don't know whether it's fully set, but I just know that there was an episode where she was in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
I think I remember.
Up the Reds.
I didn't watch too much of her run. I don't know. I'm sticking with Smith.
Yep.
I think Tennant had an incredible Doctor and an incredible run and incredible stories, but I just think Smith's interpretation of it is just always that little bit dearer to my heart. Fun. Because David Tennant, his Doctor had the responsibility of the grief, right?
Yep.
And so after Eccleston was the one that was like immediately after Gallifrey, his planet is destroyed.
Yep.
So he's the most dark of the New Who's, and that worked great. And I wish we saw more of Eccleston, but obviously a bunch of stuff happened back in the day with him in the BBC.
Yep.
Doesn't want to work with him. Fair enough. We then got David Tennant, who had to kind of carry that baton. And then I think because of David Tennant's run, we got Matt Smith, who could be more of that light, childlike kind of character, still with those real sort of deep moments, you know, where we see his immortality and his wisdom, age and experience. That's really cool. But he couldn't have done it without David Tennant. So I get it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It builds on each, but I just it's something about the whimsy of the Smith run that I just always think it's my
very fair
my run. Yeah. So
you know what? I'm going to choose Matt Smith now as well, just for Karen Gillan. I don't choose any of them. I choose Karen Gillan actually.
Look, to be fair,
I choose Amy Pond.
Again, the companions make it. I think a lot of people think Donna's probably the best companion for Tennant.
Yeah. She's just so strong. She's just like so like
great.
She's just on it.
For the time as well, it was great. On TV, seeing like a strong woman taking on a Time Lord going, "Don't mess with me." You know, it was really cool.
I just thought she was sick. I remember being like, well, I think the reason why she's my favorite is because like I always hate when like the companions of liabilities and like you know the Doctor's having to like clean up after them and change. Whereas Donna just felt like she's there to help him, not like she's there to kind of get helped by the Doctor. You know,
another cool one as well is that they like Donna was intent because it was after Rose, right, and after the big weird love story between Rose and the Doctor.
Yep.
So they were like, right, we're going to introduce a companion that's like platonic. It's not going to be a love interest.
Yep.
And they established that right away.
Yeah,
She's like, I have no interest in you. That's freaky. Get away from me. But I want to join you in your travels.
Yeah.
And I made a dynamic that was so fun and cool, where it was like, we don't have to worry about like longingly staring each other from a distance. We're just friends.
Buddies.
Yeah. Going around in a spaceship, caring about each other and trying to like take on the universe. Cool.
I personally think that just works so much better for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So much better for Doctor Who. Like Doctor Who, like River Song, for example, was a great character, I think.
Yeah, River was cool.
River's such a great idea for a character. But like, that's great. Like, I don't think the companion, like Amy Pond and stuff, like, that shouldn't be, I don't know, it shouldn't, it doesn't work well.
Yeah,
it doesn't work well.
It's TV. You got to write it for TV.
Yeah,
the audiences.
true.
So it's I get
Everything
it.
needs a love story.
But yeah,
Boring.
sometimes it just it drags a little bit. It does. But it's Doctor Who, isn't it?
That's
how it goes.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah,
that is episode 1 complete. Would you like to do anything to celebrate the end of the episode, Billy, or anything?
Yes, I think. Well, for the end of this episode, I am going to attempt a forward roll.
Oh,
that I learned over a decade ago. I haven't done since.
You learned how to do a forward roll.
It's not just a roly-poly.
Oh.
I learned it in Aikido back in the day.
Oh.
Which is a martial art I did when I was like 9. I didn't get any belts. I was bad.
And you haven't done it since?
I haven't done it since.
This is a guy who, like, when he tries to get up, like, you hear him getting up.
You'll hear it in a second. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do we need to clear the space a bit then, or what?
Nah, it'd be fine.
You sure?
Okay.
So I just sit here and watch? Like,
yeah, screw it. I think I remember how to do it.
Do you want like a safety mat on the floor?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I'm really excited to see this.
I hope you realised that you said that and I was like, I've got to think of something.
All right. Well, thank you for watching episode 1. We hopefully will see you whenever we post next. And Billy is about to end the episode by doing a forward roll.
Thank you. Come back.